Unpimpable.
And how everyone was like, okay, I love you anyway, but then my dad kind of reprised it a few years later and telling me what I need to do. I need to pray, I need to, and I told him, you don't know what I need to do. You never even talked to me about it. You just kind of pretended like it was a fad or a phase and just, but it's not. This is who I am, And then I never realized how angry, because me and my dad are very much alike and I love him dearly, but I never realized how angry I was with him until I wrote a piece called Judgment. Mm-hmm. And Jessica heard the piece called Judgment, and I do it in some of the shows because it is a story about a daughter and her father and the conversation and how you really have to understand that you cannot put these judgments on people and expect them to be, it's the hardest thing in the world to hear. That is, it's not necessarily my coming out piece, but it is a piece defining my sexuality and what I will allow myself to be subjected to and what I won't.
I think that's what Punany is about. A lot of people like to think that Punany is, pornography. Jessica gets a lot of flack and slack trying to promote the shows and do things like that, but I don't really think she should.
Right.
Because I think that what she's doing is she, first of all, should get a grant. She should be paid.
Right.
She should be paid to do this because this is what it is. It's opening up a forum for people to read their letters and to say what they would say, and
to have appropriate moments to express feelings of love, to express themselves about, because let's be real, when it comes to black people specifically in the United States of America, we have a really skewed view of understanding how to love each other properly and how to love on each other properly.
Right.
So coming from this, I hate to say it before, a very Caucasian Anglo-Saxon understanding of male-female relationships, that's really not the way that African diasporic people relate to one another in that loving manner. So I think that Punany kind of gives people opportunity to expand their understanding of how melanated people should think about loving on each other.
I think it's interesting that you bring that point up because, and I'm sure Lamar can contest to this, it seems as if, and because of some of the plays that you've written and things like that, and the angle which you take, brown people, black African American people are the most conservative people in the country.
Conservative without knowing.
But the thing is, it's because of social controls. It's because we are constantly told from the go as little children, especially little black boys. Little girls have a whole nother set of social controls, which is crazy on top of crazy. But you're told, don't go out, don't go looking like this, don't look these people in the eye, don't talk to this person like that. So everything is a social control. So you have people you said the Anglo-Saxon, those type of people who don't even understand that the limitations that we even have put on ourselves.
I think when you really think about it, we are a people born even from our beginnings out of love, who now live in fear. So
say that again.
Well, people born out of love. I mean, from our beginnings, no matter which line you trace through African history, you're born out of love. Whether it be in a slave shack somewhere, that's love that had to keep those people alive. Because it would be so easy just to go hang yourself and be done with it.
And that commitment to garner the life force to continue. That is a loving sacrifice.
You in a shack, not a mansion. I'm not gonna be
So if you got people who are born and made out of love, who now live in fear, then you're talking about people who are completely and totally scattered, no idea where they should be, or more importantly, why they should,
or where they came from.
Exactly.
I'm personally on a personal quest right now. I just signed up for Ancestry.com.
I'm gonna be real honest with you.
I'm trying to find out.
I
found out my great granddad is Nigerian. I'm not Nigerian, I'm sorry, Ethiopian.
I was gonna say, well, that's why you cute like that. I'm gonna say Nigerian, that's where that aggression comes from. Nigerian aggressive. But I found out who I was, and that's why I've not been on the first tours. Because I was like, I I was one of those people to subscribe to, and I am an original Punany poet, but there was other people, like guys I dated, that got into my head and was like, I don't want you doing this.
Wow.
This is pornography. I don't want you showing this. I don't want that. And even though I love Jessica and I love the project and everything that it stood for, I was like, I can't do this.
Right.
You know, there's other things. And I was like, you know what? This is me.
Yeah. This is me. And
That was the conversation with my parents, because I have very Christian parents. They love the fact that I'm a poet. They love the fact that I'm an artist. But I have very Christian parents. My dad is the deacon. My mom is the minister of new members.
Right.
You understand? Right. My mom is very close to Jesus Christ. So, in preparing to do this, you know, and they know I need their support in everything I do. And they totally support me being a part of this project, because they understand that this is not smut, as my mom would call it. My mom is okay with this. She understands that there is a, because I have seen, I've been to some poetry shows where I'm just like,
let them remain nameless.
I ain't got no titles for none of them, but I have seen some things that you just can't come back from. That ain't got nothing to do with the words coming out of anybody's mouth.
Just ratchetry.
Ratchetry.
Is that a word?
It's a word now.
That in America.
This is, and for us being literally blocks from Mamma Mia and Kinky Boots and The Lion King, this is Broadway material.
And I think, damn it, we need to be on
Now, mind you, it is adult Broadway. I would not say bring your 12-year-old to Punany on Broadway, but I would tell you bring your 17-year-old to Punany on Broadway.
It is, I agree completely. It is sex education theater. And one of the reasons why I was like, I could be a part of this is because I lost 2 of my uncles to AIDS within 3 years of each other. And when Jessica told me that this show started, the project, the Punany Project, started born out of the idea of after Eazy-E died in 1995, and she realized that this was quickly going to be spread amongst heterosexual women, and that this is a much bigger issue than we know. You know, she called it.
And the good thing is, you know what you guys do, the Punany Poets, not you, us, Jessica started getting tested. Because a lot of people are afraid to get tested.
And sometimes we have people come. Like when Cinnamon Love was a part of the project, she would actually have people come in and do testing. And that's one of the reasons why I was like, I need to go ahead and do this, because this helps with what I've seen. Multiple people in my life, not just my uncles, but past men pass away from this disease. And you know what I'm saying?
Y'all came to, well, not y'all, but when you came to me, like I'm not a young guy, so I remember watching the Punany Poets on HBO, and I hadn't begun my poetry career. I was dabbling, but I hadn't begun it yet. So I said to myself, watching that, I was like, I would never do that. I was like, I would never do that. Like I am, to be quite honest,
be very honest,
I'm above that. I told that to Love. When Love came to me the first time, I was like, I want you to do the show. I was like, Love, that's beneath me. It's like, I'm not doing a Punany. You know, but I literally was like, you know what, how I am? Like, I'm not doing a Punany show. Then we had a conversation.
I think I talked to him about how it is a gateway to the minds of people who don't even like
ability. For the heterosexual man buying tickets to Punany, it is a relief to see you on stage for them. Because it is, okay, so I don't have to slather down in coconut oil and wrap things around my genitalia, right? I can come up here in my full Rick Ross completely covered and still sway women.
It was an interesting conversation, because I remember the day when I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot. Because I was in Baltimore and y'all were going to Philly. So I was like, I talked to Jessica on the phone for like 30 minutes, and the whole time I was very condescending. I can be condescending. I have that gift. So I was very condescending. So we were like we're going to feel this thing out. We're going to see how this works. Because if I don't like you, I'm going to know inside the first 3 minutes that it's not going to work. So yeah, the second I walked into the theater, it's like the first day I was like, you cannot like this girl, first of all.
She's just so small and bubbly with the little cheeks, honey, and the freckles. You better just completely fall in love with Jessica.
And that's amazing.
Then I fell in love, more importantly. I love Jessica, but then I fell in love with what was happening. Like, this is
the project.
Project. I was like, I was just as closed-minded as all the people I am always accusing. So I was like, I've been as closed-minded as the people I'm always yelling at. So like, when I got in, I was like, wow, this is completely.
So we can pretty much call this. We can call this kind of like a cult, but we ain't got no juice for you to drink. We only got love.
I feel like that is like this what we do. I learned this very early on. Is people who don't know anything about poetry, they are drawn in by the idea of the set, of the dancer, of whatever. You put a little icing on it. You bring the people in.
They're definitely drawn into the carnage of it.
You bring them in.
The carnalness.
But then, since we present so well, and the people that Jessica picks to be a part of the project, because there's people all across the country who are part of the project, present so well. These people are now open to hearing, and I know why. Ghetto Girl Blue exists as well.
Yes.
And that's why I knew they would connect, because Jessica is one of the most intelligent women and the most consciously aware and socially and politically. She used to be a journalist and all these things, aware, and that is under the layers.
And for me, that speaks to her business.
Yes, that's all I know.
And can I interject?
Yeah.
More than that, if anybody knows, Jessica was going to be a pastor.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So she knows.
Born and raised in
If
the
you
church.
want to know anything about Jesus, call Jessica.
And he was raised by a man. His mother. Right.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with me and Jessica get along fine until we start talking about Biggie and Pac.